Howdy, everybody. It's Cheri, and I'm back. I'm in the craft camper, and I'm back. I feel like I've been gone forever. Yeah, I got to get back into the swing of things, huh? I've missed all of you. I had, yes, several eventful weeks. Lots of fun. I'm exhausted. I need a vacation from being away, actually. But let me see who's on here. As you're hopping on, say hi. Tell me where you're watching from. Even if I know, I would love to know again because I probably forgot because it's been so long. So let's see who we got here. We have Kim Matheson. My daughter is doing well. She's doing really well. Actually, the surgery went really, really well. And my granddaughter Astrid, we had so much fun, but she kicked my 50-year-old butt. She did. I forgot how hard it is to take care of an infant, guys. I know I've had 8 kids, but I was exhausted by the night. Oh my gosh, I was exhausted. I miss her though. I have to tell you, I miss her. I miss her so much. Because we just kind of got into a routine and then I came home. So yeah, but I missed being home. So I was happy to be home. Well, thank you. Thank you, Kim. I hope you're all doing well. Hello, Wendy. Wendy. How are you doing, my friend? Thank you for being here. Looks like Wendy, the heat, it's getting hot here too, guys. Humid as all get out. I was in the sun. I got a little color yesterday. I was in the sun. I was doing some fun family events yesterday. Let's see. Kim's talking about tomatoes and gardening. Some garden tomatoes sounds so good right now. Wendy says that, the heat advisories. Guys, it's hot, right? How hot is it where you're at? Temperature wise, I don't think it's too bad here, but boy, it's so humid. I don't know how you guys, it's like, I don't know, like 79 degrees. And for here, that's warm. Like we've only had on my temperature blanket, we've only had just maybe like 3 or 4 80-degree days technically. Like outside of where we are, it gets that hot, but right here on the lake, it doesn't generally. Hello, Margot. How are you? The girls are doing well. The family's doing well. Everybody's healthy. I'm going to find some wood at the moment. Everybody's healthy. So that's good. Nikita, how are you? Nikita's here. Hello. Lisa Whaley is here. Hello, Lisa. How are you? And Sandy is here helping out. Hello, Sandy. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. Sean is here. I'm so excited, guys. Yesterday, I was actually going to go live, and then I decided not because I decided not. It'd probably be better that I didn't. I was looking pretty scary. But I tested this guy out. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at that loveliness. We're going to talk about that. I'm using it today. I'm not going to use the Addy today. I'm using the new tensioner by Southpaw Fiber Arts. I am so excited that you guys sent this to me, this box, this package. And I was, like overjoyed at how well it works. So if you have the 48, you're going to need this one too. You're just going to need it. Char's here. It's raining in Seattle. Oh, a little rain. Are you getting lots of rain? Oh, Wendy. Oh, 106. Oof. When my daughter Shelby and I got to Pennsylvania, for those of you that don't know, like why I was MIA, my daughter had to have a surgery. I had to go help her with my granddaughter, with her daughter, because she wasn't allowed to lift her for, a while after the surgery. She lives in Pennsylvania. So I took my daughter Shelby so that I had like a driving buddy and someone else to help out while we were there. So, we got there. It's like 90 some degrees and I was like, I'm melting. I don't know how you people like deal with it because it was so warm. Luckily their AC worked fabulous while I was there. But I will tell you, taking care of an infant when it's warm outside, even though there's AC and it's like a little heater, she was a heater. I was hot the whole time, which is not normal for me. I'm usually freezing cold. We have Ramsey. I don't know if that's how you say it, but good afternoon to you. Nikita says 31 degrees, nice and hot. That's Celsius, guys. I'm assuming Brazil. Ronaldo. Hello in Brazil. How are you? I hope it's nice in Brazil. Rhonda's in Tallahassee. 99 degrees. Oh, 100 plus. Oh, everybody be safe because that's just scary. That's scary. Patricia Mills in Nova Scotia. We're going to get to cranking here in just a minute, guys. Shar actually has the day off. Oh, enjoy your day off, Shar, because it's you know, yeah, enjoy it. Hopefully, even though it's rainy, it'll be a good crochet day or crank day. Seen it before. Good morning to you. You have a request. Do you remember back in the day we had hand warmers called mufflers? Yes, I do remember those. I remember having a very like fancy schwanky pair when I was a kid. I had like this like faux fur coat and my muffler that had the faux fur lining that went with it, and that was like what I wore like during the holidays or whatever. I'm wondering if you, I don't have a pattern, but with the tubes, if you could line it in the fur, I think you could. Hold on. Let me see if I have like the, I don't remember what this yarn was called, guys. This isn't really fuzzy, but this would be a nice lining for a muffler. But I think you'd want like a faux fur edge, which you could use like that pipsqueak yarn. I have some of that around here somewhere. I know that goes in the machines, or at least it goes in the 46. I think you could do it on the 48. I think feels like butter. I don't remember, guys. I did a Will It Crank, but this is very nice yarn. I don't know if you can see it. It's super, super soft. And I used it as a lining on this hat. Yeah, that would be nice for a muffler. But with the tube, I think maybe, I almost think of 40 would be what I would do it on. Maybe not the 48, because that might be a little too big. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Hold on. Let me look and see if I have my sample sizes here. Because like this, I believe is a 40. I think this is a 40 tube. Oh, hold on. Let me show you. Let me show you. Maybe I'll show you. This is a 40. And see, I think if you double it and then, yeah, I think that would be a good size. You could probably do it on the 48, but I think it might be too big. But I don't know. I'm not sure. I do not have a pattern. I know exactly what you're talking about because I had one when I was a kid and I thought I was very cool. There we go. And that, you know, I had like the tie that went around my neck, which they probably shy away from doing that with children now, right? Putting any kind of thing around your neck is probably a bad idea now. They'd be afraid. But yeah, I'm sure it would be easy. I'm sure you could make one. I don't think it'd be too difficult. I don't think so. So yeah, I don't think I helped you, but I'm glad you're here, seen it before. And then we have Jose. Hello, Jose. Nairo, thank you for the welcome back. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. Megan's here, rainy in Kentucky. It was a little sprinkly. It looks a little like it's going to rain here too, guys. I haven't actually looked at the weather. I think it might. Wendy says air conditioning. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Nikita, first day of the holiday today. I'm off for 2 weeks and the weather is going to be, oh, that's awesome, Nikita. Well, enjoy your 2 weeks off. Steve Butler, it's nice in Southwest Michigan expecting thunderstorms. I think we might be expecting them too, the way it looks, Steve. I'm not sure. We have Katie. I like the way you spell your name, Katie, in Portland. Rain all day. I was curious where you got your tension holder and how well it works. Well, you're going to get to see this one. They came from Southpaw Fiber Arts. The magical people of Southpaw Fiber Arts. Shauna's actually in the audience. Shauna's in the audience. She sent me, let me go down here so you can see this. I got my box from Shauna. I will show you just a little so you can see there. Southpaw Fiber Arts, that's where you need to go on the Etsy. And they now have this tensioner for the 48, but I will show you. They have this one as well. Look at my matchies. I love it. This is the newer style for the 46. So for the Addies, and it has a little foot. So yeah, they're amazing. They are absolutely amazing, amazing, amazing. And I tried this out for the first time yesterday. I was really wanting to do it on Saturday, but we did some stuff and I didn't have a chance to. I came out to the camper after being with the kids all day, and because I just couldn't stand it, I had to try it out, and it's really nice. I'm going to use it to go. I know I keep pushing the wrong buttons here, guys. It's been a hot second since I've been on, so it's going to take me a minute. But Katie, I love them. Couple things I will say. You probably should cake your yarn or ball it if you're going to use them hands-free. just so that you don't get like tangled up stuff, because you can do it hands-free. And I was always, you will like listen to any of my previous stuff. I will tell you, for tensioning, you really, especially with the 48 pin machines, you really need to hand tension. Like you need to hold it along with the tensioner that comes with it so that you don't have issues. But with these little guys, you don't need to do that. So yeah, it just makes your life easier. I really, really love them. So I've only used it just a little testy yesterday, a little test, but we're going to use some Cheri Simply Soft, this beautiful like shiny red. We're going to do that today and make a hat that I'll be giving away for donation. So y'all get to see it in progress. Let's see. Lisa said, I had a long spell of not feeling well. Haven't had brain strength to attempt using it. I'm on the mend and we'll unbox it soon. Thanks so much for the awesome. Oh, you are so welcome. You know, it's been a little bit of a rough summer I got to tell you, it's for all of us. I think we're all like being tested because, you know, I went from like a month of being ill and then the stuff with my daughter. I feel like summer for me, it's just now starting and it'll be over. Like I have to start school with the kids. I was looking at curriculum. I had to get my curriculum ordered because we homeschool and I got to get it done. So I was planning a lot this weekend. But we'll get logged on. We'll get cast on here in just a second. I have so much to tell you guys. Let's see. Char says we need rain, lots of wildfires. Oh yeah. Oh yes, please join the CranKnit network. I have to tell you, if you have a question about where my tags come from, they come from Golden Arm Creations. I did an interview with Molly and her husband the beginning of this month, right before I left, and that interview is in the CranKnit network, and she has a special deal for those members of the group that you can get till the end of the month, but you have to go like watch that to see it or be in the group, and it's totally free, guys. You just have to go join. So just go to that link and you can join and you can get the special deal that she's offering. I hate for you to miss out on that. Steve said my daughter made a muffler using fur wine bottle she got on sale after the holidays and knitted the outer layer. Oh yeah, that would be like about the size that I was thinking too. Yeah, awesome. Naira says, I'm having lunch and jumping on the PC to mod better. Oh, thank you. Seen it before. Says I'm planning on the 40. I think I'm excited to make a couple for. Yeah, I think it'd be cute. I think that's such a cute idea. Yeah, you'll have to share because like once you do one, because I think it's cute. Bring the trend back. Bring it back because I thought it was cool when I was a kid to have one. Let's see. Elizabeth says, hello from Vancouver Island, 16 degrees and cloudy here. Vancouver Island. Oh, I bet that's gorgeous. I bet Vancouver Island is gorgeous. Roseanne, hello. Thank you for the welcome back. Oh, and Shauna says, this fits the 40 and 48 pin style machines because it actually goes over the tension or the yarn guide. The yarn feeder. I guess that would be it. Is that what it's called? I don't even know. Omar is in Algeria. Barb, hello to you. Peggy, hello. Any chance they would make the tensioner for the Centros? It is. Peggy, it's for that. You know what? Let's go ahead and get cast on. Let me go ahead and I will get to the right button, Cheri. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. Let me see here. Let me move my little thing so you can see how this goes. Will it stay? I was having issues with my phone not staying. Okay, guys. So see this here. I took my tension guide off. This is the Z machine. I have it already clamped down. I took my tension guide off. See the yarn guide? It just sets on top like that. Like magic. Magic. It's magic. Okay. So I've got my bucket underneath. Hold on just a second. We're going to get cast on. I think I have this set where I want it for this yarn. I'm using the gold. This is going to bug me. It's going to bug me. Sorry, guys. I'm using the gold. What's it called? Spring. My brain is not working. Hold on. I want you to be able to see it. I don't know if it's going to stay. There. Stay. Work. Which is like the lightest tension. You can use a heavier tension. We're going to see how this works. I like the lighter on the Addy. Generally, I'd probably do a tighter tension on this machine, but we're going to see. I think this will work. So I already have my yarn caked, which I think it works better with the yarn being caked. So you might want to get a yarn winder if you don't have one, or you can put it in balls too. That would work too. Or you could do center pull. I just know that sometimes I'm not telling you can't do it that way. I'm just saying it just makes it easier. I got my Nairo. I have to tell you, I know you guys can't. I have my little guy here, my little, okay guys, words are not easy for me today. My little coaster that makes me so happy from Nairo. Okay. So I'm going to start on the white pin, which is actually the 48 pin, which is not done. I don't want to confuse you. I'll start on the number 1 pin on this one. I will tell you, my counter broke on this long ago. So I have the purple counter. I can't remember what the name of that company is. It's like Dopamine or something like that. So we're going to get cast on, but I was going to say that every single one of the machines, the starting pin, I get this question a lot. Like someone got an off-brand Centro and it didn't have a different colored starting pin. Just mark it. It really doesn't matter where you start. It's just if you're going to do like stripes or things like that, you're going to need to know where your starting pin is. So you could just put a little black mark on it if you wanted. So I have to make sure, this is one thing I would say. Just make sure that you get your yarn down in the feeder well, and then you have to put it in between, sandwich it in between the little dink dink things. I'm going to call them dink dink things. And then we'll see how this goes here. I'm going to hold on to it at first just to get it going. And then we'll see if my tension's set where I want it. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be good. But this is awesome, guys. To have this. Listen to how quiet this machine is. I've been using the Addy so much through the summer here that I forget this machine is so quiet. Isn't it quiet? Listen, it doesn't do the clicky, clicky, squeaky, squeaky. Oh, I kind of missed it a little bit. Now, okay, so I have to tell you guys, because if you didn't see, I have some kind of big news and I'm really kind of nervous. And I'll normally I do the live today for making the hat. And then Thursday I would do the live coffee and chat. I think I am going to postpone. Well, I know I'm going to postpone the live coffee and chat this week until Friday because I have to go for my pitch practice. We have like a dude coming in to like help us. If you didn't see, I got selected as a finalist. They're doing, and it's kind of like a Shark Tank kind of event for our community. So it's like 3 counties in the area to try to build entrepreneurship, revitalize the counties for business. I pitched workshops with the knitting machines, and I probably would not have pitched it if it wasn't for Shauna and her husband's tension guides. I probably would not have done that. Knowing what I know about doing workshops, I probably would not have, because I feel like that takes a lot of the learning curve out of using these machines. But anyways, I'm a finalist. So what does that mean? It means I've already won something, like some money, but I have to actually go in front of like a live audience and these judges on, I believe it's the 7th of August is my actual pitch day. I have a 5-minute pitch. And it's to win $5,000. And that money would then, like, I would start the whole workshop side of my business and start offering workshops in the community, just like kind of like Wine and Sip. I've even talked to a few restaurants in the area that are excited to host them. So, yeah, I'm a little stressed out. I finally got my pitch all down. And my slide deck and everything. But I'm nervous because although I do this, that's a different animal, because it's like you have a time limit, and I'm good at talking, but I'm not good at talking like and making sure it's concise, So anyways, that's happening. I will keep you all posted. If anybody is local, you can go watch it for free. You just have to register so that they, it's a general admission. So just check out my website. Check out my Facebook page, and I have the link there. But yeah, I'm super excited about it. I think it's a really awesome thing. As I've been digging in and getting my business plan together and really going through like costs and like all the idea of how I would do the workshops, and I'm excited. I know that I'm working a little like Most people would do local in person and then go online and probably, you know, because I could do online workshops, right? And I could reach more people. But I'm missing, I think we're all missing. I kind of miss this too. I miss the in-person. So I'm hoping that this will be I'm hoping it'll happen. I'm hoping I'll win, and I'm hoping that that it all goes well. But yes, so you'll have to be praying for me that I do okay and I don't babble too much. Oh, parm risotto, Wendy. Parm risotto. What is it, Wendy? Congratulations. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Wendy's been taking a break from crochet, preparing to teach Mediterranean cooking at the University Extension. Will be participating recipes. Oh, that sounds awesome and fun. Awesome and fun. Connie, hello. You know what? I was actually in Fort Wayne on our way back home. I went to where my mom is buried. I went to Highland Park Cemetery and I saw my mom's grave. I have not been there since she was buried, and it was a little bittersweet, gotta say. But I was back in the fort for just a little bit. I can't believe how Auburn has grown either. They've got they got a Chipotle now and Panda Express. I know it's all about food. And a Texas Roadhouse. Wow. But yeah, I was back. I thought about doing, if I wouldn't have been so tired, I would have done like a little meetup and we could have all met up. That would have been fun if I would have thought about it. But I came home a little earlier than I thought I was going to have to. So, yeah, I'll have to do that though. We're going to have to do the meetup things. We're going to have to. Okay, I'm going to scroll. If I missed anybody's questions or anything, I apologize. Oh, Shauna says, I get the spring backwards when explaining. Look at page 4 of the instructions if you have questions. Both springs are included and they're both on there. And when I first started using it, I didn't like read the instructions or pay attention to what I was supposed to do. And I used it like this with both springs. It does work. But I like the gold spring. And I think I always thought like the gold would not be, because it's smaller, but it's the light to medium tension. And then the silver spring is the medium tension. And if you want heavy, you do both. So yes. So pay attention, because I didn't do that. I'm really bad about doing stuff and then not reading directions. Is anybody else like that? Like I just do it and I don't. I'm really bad about that. Let's see. I'm going to go all the way down. Okay, there we go. Happy birthday, Mary. Pacific Beach. Mary Watson. Happy birthday to you in Pacific Beach. I know. I'm sorry, Connie. I should have, right? We could have met up, right? Because I was right over your way. Like I drove past, because we used to live off St. Joe Road. I drove past the house where I grew up, drove past my elementary school, Shambaugh Elementary. I don't know if you know where that's at, Connie, but I showed my daughter like where I used to walk to school and the house that I grew up in. And then we drove to Highland Park Cemetery, and then I drove north to Auburn, and we had lunch there. And then we used to have a place on Collins Bay for a short time. For a couple of years, we had a place up there on Barton Lake. And so we drove past that, kind of reminiscing, and then went through all the stinking construction to try to get home. It was awful. But thankfully, my daughter drove most of the way, which was so nice. Made it so much easier for me. We could like split it. So much better. So much better. So this is really going well. I don't know if y'all can see it. I've got it. It's nice. Oh, I can't wait to take it off and show you the fit. Because I think, you know, for those of you who have people who have really large heads, because I know they're out there, this will be an easier way to get, you can dial it in to where the tension is loose enough that you're not dropping stitches, but tight enough that you're going to get a nice fit on a hat. And obviously it depends on what yarn you use. But I think it's a way to just make it a little easier and be able to have more consistent tension than if you're hand tensioning. And I know you have the tension tension thingy that comes with the machines, but I still think unless you're doing like some nifty thing to weave it through a couple of them, it's hard to really get consistent tensioning with those, I believe. I could be wrong, but that's my feelings. My yarn is getting a little tangled up here. It's a little warm in the camper today. My air conditioning, I don't know if I told you guys last time, but my silly air conditioning unit went out in here. Not that I can't have it on live anyways. But what I used to do was I would turn it on and get it all cooled off in here, and then shut it off for the live. And now I don't have air conditioning, which I started pricing it out. I don't think I'm going to replace it. I'm just going to suffer. I'm going to suffer because we don't have too many hot days like y'all do. But yeah, it does get a little warm in the box. Hey, back at you, Jennifer. Thank you for being here. Oh, Mary, you're so sweet. I am happy to be back too. I am really happy. So I should take a poll. Would any of you teach workshops in your area? Or would you have attended a workshop before you bought your machines? If you had a CranKnit workshop in your area, would you have done that? Like, kind of like a wine and sip. Would you have, is that something you would have done? Or would you have been too nervous? It is called, I don't want to mess it up now because they have this patent pending like name. So let me tell you, it's called the Ultimate Tensioner, and they have it for the 48 and the 46, or the 48 and 40 and the 46. So yeah. And I do think, Shauna, I don't know, there's like an off, like there is a two-legged, oh my gosh, not the 22, because that's different, but there's an off brand that has this similar type of a tension guide, but I can't think of what it's called. Oh, guess what? I just dropped one right there because I wasn't paying attention and I got a little slack. So let me get it and we'll fix it. I gotta find it first. I saw it though. I saw it go. Did you guys see it? This is one thing when you stop and start, you have to make sure you don't have slack. Now I won't be able to find it because the red is... I might have to go a little bit and then see it. I thought I dropped one. Did I not? Yeah, I see it here. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it dropped. I knew it. Let's see. Oh, I don't know if I have any... Let me do this. I don't know if I have any of my stuff out here because I had all my crochet stuff in the house. I got my loom pick though. That'll work. Okay. I just got to make sure. We'll come around. Let's see. It's 20 or 37. I think that's the only one. Okay. 37. I got to make sure I don't lose it. And I may have to tighten this up just a little bit for this yarn. Let me do this. A little bit of a learning curve, but I do know if I'm not careful, and this happens with my Addie too, if I don't, like if I get slack in the yarn and I don't pay attention, you can have this happen. Okay. Get this off of here. And I will tell you, if it happens on the Addie, I would just probably, at this point, I would redo it. But on this one, it's so much easier to fix it than on the Addie. Maybe. As I say that. As I split the yarn here. Okay. Try not to tear it. So now we got that guy. Boop, 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 boop. I'll make sure they're not twisted. So if you're not, like if you have never done this, if you've never fixed a drop, you just go from underneath. I think of it as like a ladder. I'm going to pull out one more. I'm using my teeth. Don't tell my mom. Did your mom ever yell at you for like using your teeth? My mom would yell at me all the time. I use my teeth. Okay, you go underneath and you want to get your crochet hook underneath there. I'm going to pull this off so I don't like, hold on. I'm going to end up losing everything here because I'm going to knock this on the floor and it won't be good. And I'll cry if I break it. All right. So here, we're going to do this just so I don't lose it. There we go. Get that down in there. Okay. So you want to go like a ladder. I can't like zoom in. I would love to be able to show you guys this. You go from underneath and then you get your rungs. And then this is how I think of it. You want to go over one rung and then you pull it through. I have found that the little crochet hooks that you get with your machines do work really the best because they're smaller. Then if you use like a big metal one, it's going to be too much. You want to use one of these little guys. I don't know if this one, I think this one came with, it's white. I think I got a purple one with this machine. And then when you get closer, it's going to be tighter. And you have to watch this one over here, like on this side, because what can happen is you're pulling up. If you're not careful, you can pull that one off. So you got to be careful not to do that. And then you also have to be careful not to get them twisted, which I hope I don't have them twisted. I'm not super worried about it if I do. You're not really going to be able to see it. If I was selling it, I think I would be careful, you know, like really more worried about it, but I'm giving these away. So these are my donation hats. Not that I don't want them to be perfect, because I do. This is the only thing that's a little bit of a thing with the Caron Simply Soft is, or any of the really soft yarns, sometimes they can separate a little bit too easily. There we go. I'll try to get this here. I can't see. I need better eyes. Well, oh, I know what I did. I've got it like, okay, let me do this. There. I think I got it separated now. If I whisper, it works better. So remember that. That's a little trick. I got it. I'm picking up the other fibers. Oh, come on. Little booger. There we go. There. I might just use my loom pick to lift it. There we go. There we go. Go underneath. Oh, I got it. I think I got it. And I got the last one to do. And this is the hardest part, is your last little bit, like that one right there. And then you got to pull it over and try not to break your yarn and try not to break your pin. And I'm going to back it up just a little bit, but be very careful. I'm going to bring it around because it's tight. Pop it on there. Get down there. We got it. We got it. It didn't win. We beat it. There. There we go. Oh, you know what? Did I miss one? I did. I missed one right there. We're going to pull it off and fix it. Oh, bugger. I'm going to take a little coffee break here. See, it's been a hot second, guys. It's breaking me back in. And see, now that I've got that yarn all separated, it's going to be a little bit of a pickle. Okay. Just be very careful when you're doing this to not like go too far. Okay, now let me see. See, there's one right here. If you guys can't see that I missed. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. So when I did my little rungs right here, right there, I need to do it right. We're going to go to right there. I missed it. I didn't see it. Sometimes when you're using printed, like, you know, like patterned yarn, it's actually easier to do this when the red, it all blends together. Here's one and two, and try to watch my other one there so I don't pull it off. If you have fingernails, it works a little better too. I cut mine off because I kept like snagging. I didn't want to like scratch the baby, guys. Like I had my fingernails all grown out really nice, and I was so worried about when I was taking care of Astrid that I was going to stab her with my fingernails. I cannot believe how just how exhausting it is. Like I think, how did I do it? I don't even know how I did it, guys, because I had some of them that were kind of like stepping stones, not until later, but then I had the other ones to help me because my daughter ended up having to work. So so I was watching her while she was working and just kind of keeping her entertained. And she definitely, for 4 months old, she She has to be like her. She gets bored very easily and gets fussy. So you have to keep her entertained. And she was fun, but just so exhausting. These last two are a little. I'm trying to like separate the fibers or sticking together because I had kind of got them all like boogered up from separating them. I was going to use a different word, but it wouldn't have been nice. Wouldn't have been a family friendly word. Okay. Guys, I can't get it. I'm not giving up. I'm not. Because I could start over. What are we on? Row 33? I'm not going to, though. I'm going to do it. I think I got it. Yeah, looks like I do. We're just going to do. Come on. Come on. Get through there. Do I still have one that's no? Get through there, you little. There we go. I think I might have separated the fibers a little bit, but we're going to do it. We're just going to go with it. It's going to be really tight here now, though. The only thing you have to be really careful of is with some yarns, like the facet yarn, you can break it doing this. And if you get to where if you have a drop or a tuck and you fix a drop and a tuck the same way, guys. I don't know if I can get it through. It doesn't want to pull because I think I separated the fibers. We're not giving up though. We're gonna pull it through there. You do have to be careful because you can break it. And you can hear it in my yarn, like I'm pushing it. I'm pushing because what I've done is I've kind of pulled one of the other fibers from one of the other strands into, y'all do it even when you crochet. It happens sometimes. Okay, come on. Oh no, I think I lost it here. Get it all. Is this mesmerizing? Probably not. I just don't want to split it anymore. I've got to be careful it doesn't break. There we go. I think I got it. But you definitely need a loom pick to be able to do this. I will tell you, you cannot do it. And you can see like right there, I think it'll be all right though. I'll show you when it's all done. Let's see. I'll put the tensioner back on in a second here. I just want to see how it looks. And I think I'm going to tighten it up just a little bit. I think it looks all right. Where's 37? 37, where are you? 42, it's got to be over here. I think, if I can't see it, I think it's good. All right, so we'll put it back on. I got to tighten this guy back up too. I keep hitting my desk up there and it loosened my clamp. There we go. Okay, so let's put this back on. I am going to put that there. I got to make sure that guy's down in there. And then I'm going to tighten this up just a little bit more. There, I think we're good. I think we're good. Finally. Oh, oh, oh. Tighten your spring, one or two. Oh, Shauna, thank you. Yeah. I probably should have looked up before that. But we got her fixed, didn't we? Now, see, I get the question all the time for people who are starting. Should I get the 48 or should I get the 46? And I will tell you what I just did. I maybe could have done it on the 46, but odds are I would have not been able to because it's just too much going on right here. With being able to fix it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's this guy. Like this whole mechanism, if you have to fix a dropped stitch or a tuck stitch, it's just very difficult to do it on the Addies. That's the only downfall. So when you're starting, now, like if I would have had this tension guide a little tighter, like I probably wouldn't have. I'm trying to do it at the loosest that I can to give it like a little bit more stretch. So it's just a little bit of dialing it in. But also me talking here, like if I'm bumping this and if I get this play, if I get too much play right in here, it could easily drop a stitch. So you just have to be mindful of that. You have to make sure that you have enough tension on the guide and that you're not like, you know, having a big hiccup in your yarn. And that's where I think if you have it caked versus if you're pulling from center pull, it'll do better. But I still am torn for people who are starting. I still probably would tell you to get, oh, here's where you can kind of see it a little bit where I fixed it. I still probably would tell you to get a 48. I probably would. Yeah, Mary says I like the 48 bigger hats. But now for this proposal that I'm doing, I am not going to use these machines. Just because they're too unpredictable, I'm going to get Addies. If I win this whole thing, it'll be the Addies that I use, the Addie 46s and the Addie 22s for the workshops. Just because they're a little bit more solid in what yarn that they'll use. But now if someone was to say, like, what should I get outside of that? I would probably tell you, get a 48 to start. And then if you eventually want to invest in the 46, that's what I would do. And especially now that you can get the tension guide for both of them. That makes it even better, I think. I think we're good. I think I'm good on where... I think I did okay on that fix. I got my yarn a little roughed up, but it'll be okay. And I don't know if you can see my hand down here. I let the yarn, because I don't remember when I caked this, if there were knots. So I let it, I don't pull in the yarn, but I let it run like over my finger so that I can catch any knots. I will tell you though, with the tension guide, that I have had some sneak up on me and it does a really good job. You'll hear like a little, like a ting, like when it hits a knot. Let's see. Oh, Len the Illuminator's here. Hello to you. If you haven't checked out, first off, I want to say, if you have not gone and shown Sandy some love over on the PJ Mommy, you need to do that on YouTube. But Len has a YouTube channel too with some awesome videos. And Nairo as well. Lisa said maybe a pair of point end tweezers would help you hold those. Oh, that's true. Lisa, that's maybe a good idea. This works pretty well. But see what happens is if you get those, like me taking it off and putting it back on and taking it off and putting it back on, it starts to get those fibers separated in the twist of the yarn. And then they want to stick together. And you got to make sure that you get them separated. And sometimes if they get kind of intertwined and you get underneath them, then it gets tight. That's kind of what it's like, sticky stitches kind of. I have thought about like, what is it called? Magic thread or thread magic or something. It's like the little treatment. When you're fixing these, it might be kind of good to like rub a little bit of that on there. I've thought about that. So it slides easier when you're fixing the stitches. I just have never tried it. I don't have any of that stuff. But I've seen where people use that. I'm always a little worried about putting like a substance on the yarn. I don't even, honestly, I have used the, for myself, when I was doing a project, I have used the dryer sheets when it starts to get really staticky in the winter. But I don't, when I'm doing other hats to give away, I try not to do that. Try not to use those. Because I hate to get the substance on the yarn, and then I know you can wash it and all of that. I don't know. I just try not to. Let's see. Muriel, how are you? Oh, I saw your shirt and then I never commented. I think I was at on my daughter's house. Thank you for getting one of those, by the way. I can't have the tension guide trying to find similar, but I'm a bit busy with my son moving for his study. Oh, is he like college? Because I know that's happening for a lot of people right now. It's probably starting to get ready for college. Oh, thank you for sharing the YouTube links there for Nairo. Make sure you go check those out, everybody, please, please. Let's see. Megan said I had to switch to my laptop because my hubby's on lunch break. Len said, made some slippers on the Addy. Oh, awesome. Awesome, awesome. Carrie says that she loves the tensioner. Yeah, it's awesome, guys. It really is. Wendy, mushroom risotto, pork tenderloin with mustard, and olive tapenade with caprese salad. Okay, now you're making me hungry. Although I probably would only eat the mushroom risotto. It still makes me hungry. Mary, that's why we have babies when we're young. No kidding. No kidding. But you know, it made me think back to my mom. Because I had my daughter, I had Haley, who I actually went and, you know, stayed with. I had her, and my mom would have been right around my age, and she helped me with her. And I think, oh boy, yeah, you know, your body's just like, I don't know. And it's not like she's like a super heavy kid or anything, you know. I think Astrid weighs about, I think Haley said about 14 pounds. So she's not super, super heavy, but after a while, it just like your back and everything. Yeah. All the jiggling and the bending over and yeah. But it's so much fun though. It's so fun. I never thought like being a grandparent would be so much fun. It is really cool. It'll be interesting to see how many of my other kids end up having kids though. Since they grew up in a bigger family, I don't know that they're all, it's really funny. They might not give me lots of grandchildren. I don't know. Jean says, Cheri, sorry, I forgot you were live today. Oh, no, that's fine. I was just busy fixing my mess up, Jean, so you didn't miss anything. Nothing too exciting. Yeah, Sandy says when you're not used to it, it's a lot. Yeah, I had my babies on the older side. And yeah, my youngest is 10. So what was I? You know, I was 40 when I had, because what did they, like advanced maternal age or whatever when I had him. But it's still 10 years ago. Yeah. Although I'm actually in better health now than I was then. It's still, yeah. But I don't do well, like, going to their house and staying. I don't sleep. I sleep very lightly, and they have dogs and they get up at night, and then the baby getting up, and then so I just didn't sleep very well. So I was fatigued already. But yeah. And what the heck happened with our country, guys, while I was gone? Craziness is going on, right? That's all I'm gonna say. Just crazy. Crap is crazy. Isn't it crazy? Mary, if you mind asking how old I'm 50. I'm 50. I'll be 51. So yeah, I know I only look 25. No, I'm kidding. Did you redevelop the hip and rocking? Yeah, immediately, like the mommy jiggle, it all comes back. I did have to say, Wendy, it all, like all of the instinctual things, like immediately come back when I'm around the little one. And I feel kind of bad. I don't know if I helped them or hurt them, but she would not take the pacifier like early on. And Haley's like, I can't. She just doesn't want to have anything to do with it. I get there and within like 24 hours, I had her taking that thing. Because I'm like, I need it. Like, she needs this pacifier. It needs to happen. And yeah, so now she's pacifier kid, but now they're going to have to deal with that. Because they were doing pretty good. I will admit, like, I was not good with any of my children, did not sleep very well through the night. And I was really not good with like the sleep training stuff. Whatever. I just was always in like whatever we had to do mode. But they got it figured out with her pretty well. So that's going lots better than what it did. But then the pacifier might have interrupted it a little bit. Because I would put her down for her naps with the pacifier, and she slept a lot longer with it. So But I could just do that stuff and then leave, and they just have to deal with it. Muriel, oh, I'm 52, but look like I'm 40. Look like you're 40. You look like you're 25. We're just going to be stuck on the 25 thing. Margot, I just turned 66 a few weeks ago, and my youngest granddaughter will be 3 next Monday, and I chase her 5 to 7 days a week. I know exactly how tired you can get. I've watched all 3. That's awesome, Margot. It'll keep you young. I know if they lived closer, I think it'd be good for me. I think they should move closer because it'd be better for my health. Not just to help out, but it'd be better for me. I was actually an anti-pacifier parent. My mother-in-law made it happen with, yeah. Well, and it is bad, I will tell you, because we had one of our sons was like, it messed up his, like, yeah, it wasn't good for him necessarily. But then you end up chasing the pacifier. So they probably would have been better off for me not to come, because I'm like, she's getting the pacifier. But you know, they have cool stuff now. Like the ones she had, you can see them in the dark. They're, you know, they glow, which is so smart. Not that that's like some innovative thing, but I didn't have that. Like the ones that my kids like didn't glow in the dark. And then you'd end up like, you know, waking up the whole house looking for the dang pacifier to shut the kid up, right? Yes, 35 is perfect. Yeah, there you go. Say, oh, hello, Anita, Mary's sister. Hello to you. Megan says my son was picky with, yeah, Astrid was as well. Like early on she wouldn't, but there was this kind that Haley got that I was able to get her to take finally, and she's doing great with them. Wendy, my youngest is 21 now, so he survived. They all do, and we do as well as parents. You know, like that's those sleepless nights that feel like they're going to go on forever and ever and ever. I will tell you guys, I want to talk about tension. I know I'm talking about kids. Okay. Typically, when I would hand tension with this yarn, I would get, it would take to like 75 plus to get to my board here. I don't know if you can see my hand. I'm at 70 right now, and I've got a little bit of a, like, it's been touching for a little bit. So this definitely is way looser than what I would normally get when I would make a hat without this tension guide. So like I'm telling you, if you have any issue with hats not fitting, I can see my little, like where I did this thing. Then you definitely need one of these, because it's really difficult to get a looser tension without drops. Now, mind you, I had one, but that's partially my fault. But I think it's fabulous. And I have to tell you that, Shauna, tell your husband he's brilliant, because I would have never thought to just put it over this. Like, he's so smart. I don't know. I'm very impressed. All right, I'm going to roll this so it's not dragging too much, because then it's going to get all fuzzy. And I think I'm only going to go, I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do 130, but I'm going to see how big it ends up being at 130. I'm honestly thinking that I could probably do 125 on this hat, but we'll do 130 and we'll see what it looks like. Let's see. That's funny. I gotta tell you, yeah, it's brilliant. It is. Wendy, it's Karen Simply Soft. So does anybody find out, did they do away with Big Twist shine? Do you all know? Because like, I think I talked about that before. I couldn't find it. And I think they might be doing away with it. I went to Hobby Lobby this weekend too, a new Hobby Lobby, and they didn't even have 2 full aisles of yarn, guys. It's a brand, well, it's not brand new. It's been around for a little bit, but north of us in Ludington, where my other kids live, my older kids, they had put one in, which I'm shocked, because I don't know how they're gonna get enough business up there, but maybe they will. But I was so disappointed in, I did buy some yarn, but I was disappointed that not even 2 full aisles of yarn. Like, what's happening? Hobby Lobby, what's happening? And then I'm so sad that they did away with the glowing yarn. If y'all can get your hands on some of that, I thought about going and seeing if I could buy it on like Etsy or eBay, or I don't know if anybody has it on Amazon. I love that yarn, and the fact that they don't have it anymore just makes me sad. Makes me really, really sad. Yeah, I've used Big Twist Shine a lot, Wendy, as well, but I think they're doing away with it. I think so. I don't know, because they don't have it at my store anymore. So, and I saw where they had cleared some out. Now, it could be maybe they're going to do different colors, and that's, I don't know. It was a nice compliment to the Kieran Simply Soft and the Yarn Bee Soft Secret. You could like kind of intermix all of those together because they're very similar. If you wanted a certain color combo. I have missed this machine, guys. I have a little bit. Anyone seen a soft black speckle yarn? Black speckle. I don't know about black speckle. I've seen dark gray speckle. Like Kieran Simply Soft has like a gray speck, like a tweed. Is that what you're thinking? Or I'm not sure. I made a hat on a loose tension 120 rounds, and it was for an adult, and did one of the tightest tension, same amount of rounds, and it would only fit a young teen. So did you use the same tension guide, Len? Len, the Luminator? Tension, same amount of rounds. Claire. Hello, Claire Noble. How are you? Oh, for a sushi. Oh, that's cute. Like, see, like a sushi scarf. This one's not a sushi scarf, but this was what I did for the Lion Brain Mandala. I liked it. I like it. But I could see where you could do a sushi scarf with it. I like saying sushi. Sushi. That sounds good. I want some sushi. You know what I really like, but I think it's definitely not vegan because it has eel sauce on it. Potato rolls. Like, those are sweet potato rolls. That's what it is. They're so good. They're so good. Anybody else love sweet potatoes? I love sweet potatoes. Love them a lot. Haven't had them in a while. I've seen black spoke yarn at Hobby Lobby a while ago. I'm not sure if it's still there. They do have some different kinds. There was some, I should show you guys what I got. It's in the house. It's not out here. I did get some different yarn that I hadn't used before. But still, I'm disappointed. Hobby Lobby, I'm disappointed. Gotta tell you. Lisa said sweet potatoes are the best. I could eat them every day. I am the same way. I like them a lot. They're very good for you too, by the way. Lisa, have you ever had a Japanese sweet potato? It's like white on the inside. They're like purple and white on the inside. They're super sweet. They're like candy. And I cut them in half and then bake them off in the oven, and they get like a crust on them. Yeah, they're almost like a dessert, not really like, something you'd want to have for dinner necessarily, unless you had something to kind of offset the sweet. Oh, I never thought about doing peanut butter, Megan. Oh, I got to try that. That sounds good. I bet that would be really good, actually. Thank you for that. Amazon has glow in the dark yarn. Oh, the glowing yarn? I'll have to look and see. It's probably super expensive. Kim, is it super expensive? No, I haven't. Have you ever roasted cauliflower? I have. That's good too. Yes, it's very good. I love me some cauliflower too. I like eating it raw or cooked or sauteed or steamed or anything. I just like it. I eat it so often, though, I do get sick of it sometimes. Can you guys tell? It must be lunchtime. Yeah. I made chili today, which was kind of not smart because it's like super hot out, but whatever. I made crock pot chili. sure missed you guys. I missed being here. I missed cranking. Yeah, I missed you guys. Oh, on clearance. See, Laura Whitaker, thank you for sharing that. Okay, we need to check that out because I almost bet if it's on clearance, I bet they're going to do away with it. I bet. That means they're phasing it out. Yep. Poopy. Poopy Joanne. That's what I said. I might have to order some because it does make really nice hats. It really does. I was trying to study up on this pitch thing that I'm doing on how to, like, so I watched what is the crochet? Is it the Woobles? Is that what they're called? The kits? The Woobles. Because that was a Shark Tank thing. So I was watching their pitch, like their little thing that they did. And I keep thinking about doing one of those, but guys, those kits are like $29. Doesn't that seem like a lot? Kind of seems like a lot. Don't you think? I don't know. Maybe I'm just being frugal. I won't say cheap. Yeah, we need to do the crank and talk, or just the talk. I should just call it the chat. We just need to do the chat. Hello, Molly. You're not late. We've been waiting for you this whole time, Molly. We've been waiting for you to be here. No, I'm kidding. I'm glad you're here, though. I was telling everyone they need to get in the CranKnit network so they can get your awesome deal that you have for them. I don't know. Muriel said, oh my, I don't know. I don't know what you mean, Muriel. I missed it. Did I miss it? My brain probably kicked out. Okay, so we don't have too much more to go here. Not too much more. We're almost at 110. I'm going to re-roll it here because I don't want it to drag. Lion brand. Ooh, 867 glow in the dark. 867? Oh, the glowing yarn. No, not the glow in the dark. It's called glowing. It kind of looks like, it almost looks like the prism yarn. Like it almost looks like this stuff. Like thisy stuff here. A little bit. Yeah, it's called Yarn Beat Glowing. And it's like patterned yarn. And it was the yarn that made me want to buy the machine. Because It's Me Polly B was making hats on TikTok with it, and I just thought it was the most beautiful yarn, and I wanted to get one of those skeins to make myself a hat, and I probably should hunt one up because I really want a hat out of, oh, I just saw something I want to show you, Wendy. Out of that, I've got to get my my hats bagged for giveaway. This is brown. Is this it? Is that kind of what you're thinking, Wendy? But you want it in black, like the tweed, or are you wanting like a sparkly black for the sushi? I bet the tweed would work, but you need it in black. I bet you can't get this in black because this is Karen Simply Soft. I don't know if they have it in a black. I know they have a gray and they have this brown or taupe color. But that's what I was thinking of. Oh yeah. No, I hear you, Muriel. Like I spell stuff wrong so often on my phone that when I text people, it tries to autocorrect the wrong spelling. Now, how do I fix that? Like, I know that I'm not the brightest when it comes to spelling. I'm spelling challenged. I have a few children that are that way too. I think of myself as a rather bright person, but when it comes to spelling, I'm not the best. That's probably why, like, a little bit of dyslexia. That's why I have a hard time, like, pronouncing things, all of the things. And I know that I have children that way as well. But I will tell you that my stupid phone, because I've spelled things wrong so frequently, or when I'm trying to do, like, a post and it's, like, putting the wrong words in there because I spelled them wrong. Anybody know how to fix that? I need to fix it. But I understand. I feel your pain, Muriel. All right. We got 15 more to go, and then we'll cast this puppy off of here. I can help look for the black speckled yarn, Megan says. Awesome. And then just let Wendy know what you find out. Oh, Muriel says this afternoon I've been testing yarn. I've got some good, but still searching yarn with mixed colors. I don't know the word. Like something with some kind of a pattern, or do you want it to be self striping, or do you want like just a pattern? I don't know. Len says, did you see my infinity drop stitch scarf I made on? Did I miss it? I might have missed it. Shauna says I'm autocorrect challenge. It changes words whether they are wrong or not. That's funny. Okay, we got 10 more. And then we'll be good to go. I almost think we could stop at like 125, but I'm going to go to 130 because I want to see what the sizing is. I will say one of the things that I love about these little guides, and I know, like, I'm going to keep talking about them, is you can back it off to where it's a certain spot and then twist it to where it's like, I need to do like 4 twists, or I need to do whatever twist. If you write that down and remember it for the yarn and for the tension that you want, then it's like, you know, it's like a recipe. Which is so nice, because if you have the regular tension guide on the 48, you can't say, like, I have to hold it this tightness, or I have, you know what I mean? So if you're making hats and you want to be able to replicate what you did, this is such a better way to be able to do that. Like if you don't, like if you're not selling them or not doing them where they need to be replicatable, then I can understand. But if you want to be able to have consistent sizing, it's such a great tool. All right. So here we are at the end, boop, right there. And then I am going to take this out of here, and we will take this off of here, and I will put this so it does not fall on the floor. And then let me get this, and then we'll get it cast off. Cast off, cast off. Okay, so now finally, guys, once I get through my pitch, I have some big projects that I want to get done, and hopefully I will be able to work on those. I know for anybody who has wanted the corgi pattern, the splooty puppy, that will be coming. I know I've been kind of like dragging my feet with all the stuff that's been going on, but that's in the works. And then I have some cotton projects that I'm super excited about that you will have to stay tuned for. That I have all my yarn, but I have not, and I have all of my patterning done. I just do not have haven't shot the video yet. But I'm excited to share it with you guys. Excited. But I have to get back in the swing of things. And you know what's going to happen is I'm just going to start to get like back to like some semblance of a routine, and then we're going to be starting school. So I've got to like think about that already. Like my timing with schooling and all of that. I can't believe I'm down to 4. Down to 4. 4 kids, 2 in high school, 2 in middle school. Crazy. Crazy days. Crazy days. You know, life goes by at a blink of an eye. That's for sure. When you're young and you feel like it's dragging and you just don't even know, and then you end up being old and gray and you're like, oh my gosh, where did it all go? And my kids are all grown like right before my eyes. I know y'all know what I'm talking about too, or most of you do. Okay. Try not to drop any stitches here. It is definitely humid. I got my like dehumidifier going in here to get the moisture out. I should show this little guy to you. Darren had to go get another one because the first one we had broke. Got it at Walmart. It's a cutie. I'm going to show you. Let me show you because it's running here. And it's about half full. Look at how little it is. See? I don't want to like spill water on my, but see? It works really well. So if you have a camper or a craft, whatever, or someplace where you need to keep the moisture out, yeah, it does work really well. The first one we got though, it started like where after I dump it, it wouldn't turn back on. So he was able to go exchange it for a new one. Okay. So we got that off of there. Let me get this machine off. I'll pull my little table out and then we'll finish it. Oh, dyslexia is so bad that when I'm driving and my husband tells me, yeah, you know what, Sandra, my daughter, like, yes, I don't have that as much, but I do have a couple children that, yes, especially my one daughter, Allison. It was so tough for her. Learning to drive was really like traumatic for her, honestly. Let me hang this up. When am I? I'll be right back. Get it out of the way here. And specifically what, because of that, and yeah, it's just like your brain completely, and for those of us who, or someone who doesn't have that issue, it's hard to understand it. But I can remember when she was learning her letters and then she would write them. And of course she had the backwards thing going, but then when she'd explain, well, it can go any way, Mom. Like it can go any direction. I don't understand why this is wrong. She'd be like, what do you mean? It can go any direction. Cause in her brain, she sees it from like something from all sides. But so that isn't like a definite right or left, like some of the rest of us see things. So yeah, I get it. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to see if I can find my boo-boo. And I definitely want to give it some good stretches because when you have to repair or when there is a drop, sometimes your tension will get, I think it's right here. I think that's my boo-boo. I think I can see it because I did get it a little twisted. So that's going to go to the inside. I don't know if y'all can see that. I can see it. Can y'all see it? It doesn't really look super obvious. But it's a little bit messed up right there. Just a little bit. But not enough to really, like, you'd really have to look for it to know it's there. Better than redoing the whole thing, right? Waste yarn is for the flat closure. Somebody asked about waste yarn. Yeah, like if you need to, some people do waste yarn when it's not a flat. I just don't do that. I don't, because I think it's extra work and I'm lazy. Now I don't remember, was it Deborah? Somebody messaged me. They have the 22 and it's splitting and they're having problems with it where it's snagging their yarn. And I sometimes think, if your machine is going to give you fits, waste yarn might be better depending on the yarn. But I've never used it to make a regular hat. I've never used the waste yarn. I'm going to make sure my tails they're still a little, nope, they're fine. I always put my tails together so that my knitting is straight. I know I say that a lot, but I love this red. Guys, like, I know it's the end of July, but I keep thinking about Christmas. I got Christmas on the brain a little bit. And I see this color and it makes me think of Christmas. And I think I just want it to be cooler outside. Even though my summer just kind of started for me, I'm like, can we just move on? Can we just go to fall now? I want to make sure I don't have any puckers on the inside. I think it feels good. Let's see here. Oh, I just now saw that poor Sandy, she was trying to get my attention saying, look. Okay. Why would you need to do waste yarn? I am so bad about looking up, guys. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Poor Sandy. Waste yarn would be, yeah, for when you want to, let me see if I have, I'm sure I do. I think I do. Hold on. I will show you. Waste yarn would be when you want to do like a cat ear beanie. So you want to do a flat closure. Let me see if I have one. Or if you want to do like a headband or I have to show you guys. I should do a video on this. I'm getting sidetracked. My brain is getting sidetracked. I think I want to show you guys what I made or my husband worked on while I was gone. I don't think I have it here. I don't have my cat ear beanie. I thought I did. but it's for, yeah, I don't have it. It's for if you want a flat, like a flat closure. Oh, I will tell you. So like for this, for instance, here at the bottom of this scarf, I used waste yarn so that then I would have all of my stitches so that I could do a crochet close on that. So yeah, so that's why you'd want it. So instead of doing this type of a cinched end, which you could do at the end of a scarf, you could cinch the end, put a little pom-pom on there, do a little tassel-y thing. You don't have to do a flat closure, but that's what it would be for, is the waist yarn would be for a flat closure. Typically, that's why you use waist yarn. Some people do use it on their hats. I do not. But let me show you. I want to show you what I did. I have to do, like, can you all see this down here? These little ringy things. They look like something for the Olympics. Let me show you. I got clearance candlesticks from the Walmart, and I need to, like, see in this because it's got a sharp edge. And I had, we tested it with, like, the E6000 glue to glue on. These are embroidery hoops. Let me show you. You're all like, what is that, Cheri? Why in the world would you do that? I have to do a little bit of a display for my pitch. Here, hold on. Let me show you. Let me go back to, no, not that. No, not that. Okay. So I have to do a hat, like a little display. Look, see this? It's to display the hats. And it's super lightweight and anti-slip. And you can do different sizes. See? I think it's kind of cute. Like if you have a table where you're going to like display hats. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that. If anybody wants me to like show them or explain further, I certainly would do that. But yeah, I was very pleased with how they turned out. So anyways, I wanted to tell you about that. For anybody who's doing like a craft show or something, I think it would be a great way to display. Like I wouldn't put all of your hats on it, but you could have them, you know, to kind of set them up if you didn't want to use like the fake head kind of a thing, because the fake head kind of creeps me out just a little bit, not gonna lie. You know, not that I'm like, if you use the fake head it's fine, but it just kind of creeps me out just a little bit. I don't know why. I have like bad memories as a kid. I don't know if like, you know, and I've seen where you can get wig stands that would be good too, but these were somewhat inexpensive. I mean, it was $12 for the candlesticks, I think on clearance at the Walmart. And the hoops were fairly inexpensive. They're the cheap ones, the cheap embroidery hoops. Okay, let me tuck my tail and then we'll see how this looks. I really like this color. It makes me think of Indiana University. I know it's not the same color red, but like IU kind of makes me think of IU a little bit. When I was a kid, I used to follow IU basketball. Steve Alford, IU basketball. Bobby Knight, we didn't miss a game. Like I would watch all the time. I was a diehard fan. And if you're not from Indiana, you don't know. Well, you might know Bobby Knight. He was quite something. He was the chair thrower, if you don't know. Okay. All right. I think it looks great. I think this looks great, guys. Look at this. And it's not little. It's kind of big. Okay, let me go to here. There we go. There we go. Yeah, see how nice that is? Okay, so I'm going to show you. Oh, let me grab one of these that I know. Like this one here was 150 rows. So this is a lot more hat kind of on the Addy. 130 on the 48. So this one's just this one's longer for sure. But this is a little bit thicker yarn too. But yeah, see the difference? So this is why 130. Oh, actually, you know what? I lied. This is 165. 165, 130. So when you're seeing someone's hat on one of the groups and they're like, can I get the count? And they give you the count, make sure you ask yarn and machine. Because, and now that we have this tension guide thrown into the mix, or the ultimate tensioner, it kind of changes things a little bit, guys, because it's not going to be across the board. And I think Len made a good point to say that they did 120 rows and then it wouldn't fit. And I'll put the, even though I'm donating this, I probably shouldn't put it on my head, but I will, so that you can see, like, see how that fits. I don't know if you can see how that fits. Now, if you wanted a bigger brim when you put it on, you could go more. But I think it's good. Like, I think it's good. So I think that's great. Yay. Okay, I'm happy with that. Thank you, Shauna. Thank you, thank you. Southpaw Fiber Arts, guys, go get your tension guides. Okay, so now stay tuned for my mail person's out there. I think we have packages coming. Southpaw Fiber Arts, get your tension guides. You can get the one for the 4048, this one that goes over the yarn feeder, or one for the Addies, the 22 and the 46. Fabulous, fabulous devices. Can't say enough about these. They're awesome. So anyway, stay tuned. I will not do the coffee and chat on Thursday. That'll be on Friday. I believe I will do it still at noon on Friday, but stay tuned because it might be, I've got to just like make solid that the children's, everything's going to work out with them for schedule wise. But I think probably 12 on Friday again, as opposed to Thursday. Yeah. So thank you all for being here. I'm happy to be back. We'll be doing, I will be scheduling the, I want to say the Crank and Chat, like, but it's really like where we just kind of hang out live, guys. We'll do at least one of those this month. I'm hoping to do 2 Wednesday night and a Sunday night. But we're gonna be getting to know, hopefully, Southpaw Fiber Arts, just like we did with Molly and Golden Arm Creations. So stay tuned for the dates and times for that as well. Yeah. So Mary says I need to buy one for my Z machine. Yes, get it today. And if you need tags, Golden Arm Creations is the place you need to go. And make sure, if you're not a member of the CrankKnit Network, to get in there so that you can get in on that deal before the end of the month. Yeah, like, so, or if you're in there, check it out, because Molly has a special deal just for those in the CrankKnit Network. So yeah, thank you all for being here. Remember, go make something. Have a wonderful day. Stay cool if it's super hot where you're at. Be safe, please. And stay cranky. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on Friday. Hopefully you can come back again and we can visit. But stay tuned. We'll see you later. Have a good one. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye.